Welcome back to Elevation 44, where we learn how to master our energy, and we do that through three main areas: spiritual alchemy, astrology, and holistic living. It's your girl B. For those of you who are returning back, welcome fam, all right? And for those of you who are new, welcome to the family. So happy to have you back with us today. All right, so what are we talking about? We're talking about something that is a hot topic right now, okay? Everybody's watching too much news. Everybody's reading too much newspapers. Everybody is on social media way too much, but it is hitting home. It's hitting really close to home now. And what we're talking about is, some stuff that's just floating around, all right? And it's got a lot of people in a panic. I'm going to keep this video on the surface because I don't want it to get flagged and taken down. I want you guys to have this information. So even though I'm gonna be staying on the surface, I want you to read in between the lines, okay? So hopefully you catch my drift of what I'm talking about already. So today, what am I gonna drop on you? We're talking about five all natural antiviral remedies, okay, to keep your immune system strong, right? Keep that immune system healthy and strong and ready for whatever, okay? So the thing about your immune system is you want to create an environment in your body where nothing that doesn't belong won't thrive, okay? Viruses, bacteria, all that type of stuff thrive in environments that are welcoming to them. So our goal is to create an environment on the inside. You can't hang out here. You can't, no. There's no stopping by. There's no kicking up your feet. There's no getting a plate. There's no having some water. You can't stay here. You're not welcome. So that's what we're doing inside of our bodies by using these all natural remedies, okay? Now, I will say this, and I'm going to lean in real close, and I want you to turn up your volume because I'm gonna say it twice. So if you didn't hear me the first time, I'm gonna say it twice for you, all right? The strength is in the prevention, not the treatment. Y'all heard me? Okay, I'll say it one more time. The strength is in the prevention, not the treatment, okay? So when we talk about using all natural remedies, yes, a lot of these things can be taken while you're going through something, if you've come down with something, if you're trying to fight off something. But the real strength of these remedies are prior to that, to making that environment that we talked about where nothing wants to thrive, okay? So while I'm sipping on my Virgo tea, before I get started, I will say this. I'm gonna put this disclaimer out there. I am not a doctor, okay? I'm not a medical professional. If you are going to use any of the supplements that I am talking about today, I really urge you to do your own research, first and foremost, and secondly, talk to your medical practitioner before engaging in anything, okay? That goes for anything on this channel or anything you hear, anything else. You always want to make sure that you are doing what is best and healthiest for you, especially if you're pregnant, especially if you're nursing, especially if you have some type of medical condition, especially if you're on some type of medication. You'll want to make sure that you can, incorporate these things. So always talk to a medical practitioner, your doctor, whoever you use. Make sure you talk to someone who knows what to do and how to lead you down this road, okay? These are just some of the things that I found very helpful for me, and then also what research has shown other people have found beneficial to them. Doesn't mean it's going to be an A+ solution for you, all right? It is the first thing I'm gonna introduce because it is amazing, okay? If you follow me on IG, you already know I'm all about that CMOS life. And the reason why I'm introducing it first is because if you don't hear the rest of this video, if you don't listen to nothing else, and you just took this away from the video, I'm happy with that, okay? CMOS is a superfood, and if I only had to pick one thing ever to take, okay, out of all the supplements, it would be this, because the benefits are so plentiful in so many areas, okay? So let me talk a little bit more about CMOS so you can have a better idea of what it does. So what's the 411 on CMOS? CMOS, number one, is antiviral, okay? So we are talking about antiviral solutions, so I gotta name that first. CMOS is also antibacterial. It's antimicrobial. It's anti-inflammatory. It's also a natural probiotic, which is great for your gut health, okay? The greatest thing about CMOS is that our bodies are made up of 102 essential minerals. CMOS contains 92 of those 102 minerals. It's almost like a natural multivitamin. That is why I said I would pick CMOS first and foremost over anything, because if you're getting CMOS, you're almost getting almost everything that you need on a daily basis. I'm not saying that it can replace everything, but I'm just saying that you'll get some form of what you need through the CMOS, okay? It has, all right, protein. It has B vitamins, pectin, taurine, and taurine is an amino acid that's usually lacking in vegetarian or vegan diet. So if you are a vegetarian, if you're a vegan, this is an important mineral to have, all right? It also has vitamin C. It has fiber, selenium, iodine, potassium, magnesium, calcium, phosphorus, zinc. I mean, the list goes on. Like, this is just a small snippet of what CMOS contains, okay? It helps the body get rid of mucus. It's a great support for your thyroid. It helps combat anemia because it does have iron in it as well. It's great for your heart health. It is amazing on the skin. Like, anytime that I have some leftover CMOS gel that I feel like is too old to eat, I will put it on my skin as a face mask because it works as a natural collagen. I mean, do your research, people. If you don't believe me, other people are talking about this, so get on it, okay? Now, I will say that one of the things that you have to watch for with CMOS is that it has a pretty good concentration of iodine in it, and I would really recommend not taking another supplement. So if you're gonna take a multivitamin or you're gonna take any other supplements while you take the CMOS, I would recommend that you don't take one with iodine, because then you could get too much iodine, which can overload your thyroid system and it can go left, right? So we don't want that. We want to make sure that you know, this is working for you. So if you're gonna do anything with the CMOS, make sure that you watch that iodine, okay? Now, I like to make mine in gel form, and like I just showed you the dried CMOS, I will probably make a video to show you how I make my gel. It is more potent than the capsule form. That's why I like to get the actual dried CMOS and make my own gel. It's super, super easy. And if you've seen my Instagram stories, or if you head over to my Instagram, if you tap that little holistic living bubble, you will see that I talk about CMOS, and I show you the gel, and I share my testimony of what it's done for me and my son in keeping our immune system healthy. So I will definitely try to follow up with a video on that. But if you're impatient and you don't want to wait, there are other videos on YouTube that you can find that give you exact instructions on how to make it. But I find that the way that I make it is so easy, and it usually lasts about 3 weeks in the refrigerator. So it's something that you can make and just store and then incorporate it into your daily meals. And we'll talk more about it when I make a video on the CMOS gel recipe, all right? But that is just the tip of the iceberg with CMOS. So that's why this is my number one, I'll say it again, remedy for keeping that immune system strong and with those antiviral properties, all right? So let's go to number 2. Dun, 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 dun. Elderberry. And elderberry, especially if you're into natural I wouldn't say healing, natural, because I don't want this video to get flagged, y'all. I gotta be careful with my words. If you're into natural remedies, all right, you probably have heard about elderberry. Now, elderberry is anti-inflammatory, antiviral. There's that key word again, okay? Now, it has powerful antioxidants that help keep the immune system strong and resilient. So you will hear elderberry as an alternative a lot when it comes to treating cold and flus, okay? The antiviral agents are so potent, it's thought to deactivate viruses, okay? So here's another one that's said to deactivate or stop viruses right in their tracks. So that's why it is on this list, okay? And this is why we're talking about it. Now, it also keeps your respiratory system healthy. It prevents excess mucus formation and helps remove mucus from the body. It also helps with inflammation in the body, UTI or bladder infections, constipation, diabetes. It also increases the nutrient intake in your gut. But I will caution and say overconsumption, because it is a stimulant, it could cause, diarrhea, because it stimulates your digestive system. So it has a laxative effect. Sorry, I can't speak today, but it has a laxative effect. So it could cause diarrhea, abdominal cramping. It could go left if you take too much of it. Dried elderberries, you can get, you can order them online. If you come across fresh elderberries, you want to make sure you cook them first. You always want to cook these things first. Do not consume them raw. They make great teas. You can also infuse them into honey. You can make syrups. You can do all kinds of things with elderberry. Look up a couple of recipes, look up ways that you can prepare different types of medicines with it. But elderberry is also very, very, very powerful. And again, that's why it's on this list. All right, so the third thing that we have on our list is oil of oregano. And I have some capsules here, and I got this one from Whole Foods, but you could probably find oil of oregano in many places. Now, don't sleep on this stuff. This is some powerful, powerful, powerful stuff, okay? Now, oil of oregano is antiviral, anti-inflammatory. It's an antioxidant, okay? And it's a natural antibiotic, all right? Now, oil of oregano is used mostly with treating fevers and respiratory symptoms. It is really popular remedy with cold and flu, obviously, for those reasons. Now, it can also inhibit both human and animal viruses in vitro, which literally means it can kill them outside of a living organism's body. So it can kill these these viruses on site, okay? It don't even have to be in your body for it to be like, you're out of here, all right? So that's what I'm saying, don't sleep on this, okay? Now, it's also great for yeast infections. It improves gut health because it helps to eliminate parasites. This is a great, great, great way to get parasites out of your system. It's also great for headaches. It lowers cholesterol, all right? And I will say that it can be taken many ways, whatever your preference is, but I like to take it in this capsule form so that I don't have to taste it. It's, sometimes the oils, right? So if you don't want to taste it, just pop one of these pills. It'll go down smooth. You won't taste a thing, okay? Now, because it's so powerful, you want to start with the smallest possible dose, okay? And see how your body reacts to it first. Now, if you are going to take this, no matter why you're taking it, whether it's for parasites, whether it's antiviral, whether it's for respiratory support, whatever you take this for, you want to make sure that after taking it for 3 weeks, there is a week-long break in between. So 3 weeks, then a week break, then you can take it again. You don't want to just continuously take this because this is powerful and it will overload your system and cause complications. Now, everything that I mentioned is great, but you have to do things in moderation. We don't want to overdo things. So again, doing our research, talking to our doctors to make sure that we have the right information when we are going down these paths, all right? Okay, so let's get into the fourth thing. So the fourth item that we're gonna talk about is a common thing to see pretty much in any grocery store that you go to, and I'm talking about ginger. Now, I don't have an actual piece here, but I'm sure everybody kind of knows what ginger looks like. I'll pop in a picture if you don't, but if you go to your local grocery store, you should be able to find ginger. Now, the reason why ginger is so great is because it's antibacterial, it's antiviral, okay, anti-inflammatory, antimicrobial, and it has antioxidants. And in the Asian culture, especially in Chinese and Ayurvedic medicine, they've been using this for centuries to treat different ailments, okay? Ginger eases pain and inflammation. It soothes nausea and gas and cramps in the digestive tract. It also stimulates appetite. It stimulates your circulatory system. Did not say that. It promotes sweating, and it loosens trapped mucus in your lungs. The oils in ginger are so volatile that they help to stimulate the immune system to fight both bacterial and viral infections. And so that's why if you ever have been coming on with a cold or coming down with something, someone will say to you, perhaps someone has said to you, go take a shot of ginger or drink some ginger tea. It's because it is going to get to work right away and kick that shit right on out. So that's why ginger is so powerful. Now, what happens with ginger is that it can abort the onset of upper respiratory infections because it prevents viruses from attaching to cell walls. I'm gonna say that again. Ginger, the properties of ginger helps, okay, or prevents viruses from attaching to your cell walls, okay? And fresh ginger juice is always the best way. I know that you can take dried ginger pills and all that, but the best and most potent way is to have fresh ginger. So, if you have a juicer, juicing down the ginger juice, taking a shot of it, throwing it in your tea. Yes, the shot, I will say, the shot will burn like holy hell going down your throat because ginger is spicy and that's why it heats up the body, right? So make sure that you dilute it if you're sensitive to that, and you can throw it in some hot water with some lemon and some honey and you have a nice tea. Or, you can slice up the ginger. If you don't have a juicer, you can slice it or grate it and add it. You just want to make sure that you're activating those fresh ginger properties. All right. Okay, so that is all I have for you guys today. I hope that you found this information helpful. My goal is to provide solutions, not to spread fear and panic, but to empower you to know that everything that we need is already here. It's just a matter of our educating ourselves to make sure that we are able to utilize what is already been provided to us, okay? So instead of feeding into everything that the media is saying and what other people are saying, just empowering yourself to know that everything that you need to fight whatever you need to fight, okay, is already here. Now, I also want to say that this list is not the end all be all. These are just the remedies in my own research and my own personal experience and using them that I found to be most helpful and most potent and most powerful. There are a whole list of other things. There are so many more that I have not even gotten into, and I can't get into all of them, okay? I just wanted to give you some quick ones that are readily available and that are powerful, but do your own research. There are so many things available to you. There are so many herbs. There's so much here for us to utilize that this is just the tip of the iceberg, okay? So some of the other quick things I will say before I sign off really quickly is that you want to make sure that in addition to some of these natural supplements and stuff that you want to incorporate into your routine, you want to make sure that you're staying away or limiting your alcohol intake because that suppresses your immune system. Also, not allowing yourself to get caught up in fear or get caught up in stressful situations, just minimizing your stress levels. Anything that's going to suppress your immune system and make it an environment that's susceptible for, you know, viruses and bacteria and anything else to hang out. And like, you don't want to welcome them. You don't want to say, hey, welcome to the party. No, you want to have that sign that says, nah, you're not welcome here, son. So in order to do that, you got to make sure that you are also doing other things to make sure that you keep your immune system strong. And, you know, that's why I say, turn off that news, okay? Because that thing will drive your immune system down, because that fear and that stress that it'll bring on is literally going to do the opposite of what you want to do, all right? So that is all. I hope you, again, found this helpful. If you did, thumbs up, like, share, subscribe, tell a friend, spread positivity, spread love, spread solutions, educate yourself, educate your neighbor, and that's it, all right? So I will see you guys in the next video.